Hey guys, I am back, and Aiden is back too.
Hi.
It is a very wet, dreary Mother's Day, but a good Mother's Day. So happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a good day. Battlbox arrived late yesterday, so it killed me, but I waited to do the opening. Today we are going to unbox with, has not seen the light of day for a while, but it is a Strider SMF with the cracked ice finish. I don't think you can get these guys anymore. I don't think you can find them anymore. But this is the second Strider I ever owned, and I love it to death. We're going to use it today. I guess, you know what? We're just going to get right into this unboxing. We're just going to go right in and see what we got for May 2018. Right on top. Cool. What do you think, Aiden?
It's a little big.
It's a little big? I like a little big. Lots of people like a little big, huh?
Too big for my hand. Look.
That is too big for your hand, huh?
Well,
let's see. So, we've got mission 39. Repair anything. So that sounds like a good theme. Until I figured out this was a guy's thumb. This looked like a weird elbow or a chicken wing. I don't know what the hell that was.
Yeah, I didn't either.
So we're unboxing the Pro Plus, which involves a nice knife of the month. So as you can see here, it's so funny. It's so funny.
The way you said that about the thumb.
The chicken wing? That's funny. Huh? Well, now it's funny I can't even speak. Pro Plus costs us $149.99 a month. They say the MSRP value is $291.68 this month. So the Pro Plus comes with everything, starting with the basic all the way through the advanced, the Pro Plus. We get all that stuff. We'll start in the basic and go straight down. Here we've got a full card, unlike last month where they had to reprint stuff. I never read this. You guys know I don't really read this stuff. Not now anyway, but if you guys want a screenshot and you can read that small text, there you go. So let's get right into this because this theme seems like a good theme to have. Since it's so wet, we're using something that came in, I can't remember. It's a Rothko poncho, but it's working really great as a tarp to keep us nice and dry on the ground. So starting in the basic box, which costs you $24.99 a month, and this month it has an MSRP value of $50.47. The Gear Aid Tenacious Tape with an MSRP of $5.25. Hold it right there. Okay, so Tenacious Tape, clear repair tape, better than duct tape. That's a bold statement. Better than duct tape. Ideal for technical fabrics, nylon, canvas, and mesh, neoprene, rubber, and vinyl. Okay, cool. Let's see, what do we got? 60 square inches, ultra strong bond, nearly invisible. It's machine washable. That's a big deal right there. Will not leave any sticky residue if removed within 72 hours. Cool. There's a whole bunch of stuff they say you can repair with it. Let's take a look. Let's actually see. That's a little, I'm just saying. That's a little bit deceptive. Here's the box. Here's the roll. So for $5 though, if this does everything it says it does, that's, you know, pretty good. Now normally I like to save all this stuff and I like to say I don't want to mess with it, but maybe we'll cut a little piece off and take a look. We're just going to cut a small section off so we can check it out.
That's not going to last a week.
Well, you know, ideally you wouldn't have to use it for too much. If you got good quality stuff that doesn't rip up and you only need it when you accidentally break something. So here it is, taking off the backing. What should we put it on? It is pretty tacky. It doesn't feel as tacky as duct tape. Here you go, freeze frame that. You got my fingerprints. You can like accuse me of crimes and stuff. It is pretty tacky. I mean, I'm sure if I put it on something like cardboard, it would stick really well. Yeah, I mean, that peels the cardboard right off. Now, I guess after 72 hours, it's more of a permanent type fixture on there because it says machine washable. Oh no, it says does not leave sticky residue if removed within 72 hours. Now, this is not something that I have used before, but I think it's good to have. I mean, I like it, and the price is not gonna break the bank. If it really is, if it's better than duct tape, it does all the things it says. $5.25 for what, 60 square inches? Not bad, not a bad deal. It does peel off really easily though. The price is not bad. $5 for a repair item for multiple objects, for all sorts of multi-use stuff is pretty good. I think one of the things that a lot of people overlook in putting together a bunch of gear in a bug out bag and whatever is they put a lot of supplies in there and a lot of stuff, and they don't factor in, okay, that's great, now what happens if the stuff breaks or you need to repair it? And this is a good theme. I like it. So let's start off, let's put this in the like it pile for now. All right, moving on. Atwood rope mini, oh, it's a mini turd. First we had a big turd, now we have a small turd. Made in the USA. Atwood rope mini turd for $12.99. So we have a mini cord dispenser. So you may remember we did a whole review of the tactical rope dispenser. If you haven't seen that or you just don't remember, I'll put a link to that video in the video description here so you can check it out. That was made for 550 cord. Once upon a time in a box, we got the micro cord, and I really like the micro cord because the micro cord was pretty useful for a number of things. This is a whole dispenser for the micro cord. I like the fact that it has a built-in cutting blade. I like the fact that it's reloadable and reusable. There's some specs on the back, so you guys can check that out. So Atwood products, while I wasn't a huge fan of the big turd, I kind of like the mini turd a little bit better. Now the big turd had a belt clip. Now you could clip this onto your gear, or I guess you could even just clip this thing right on your belt like this if you wanted to. So this comes loaded with 125 feet. It's a 100-pound test approximately. All right, so here it is. It's not very big, but it's very useful stuff, like I said. The cutter works awesome. Unfortunately, you do have a little bit of that frizzle at the end. Oh, and look, it holds the rope for you right in place, which is great. Nice. I like that feature too. That's cool. This is going to go in the like it pile. While I wasn't super impressed with the big turd, because there's another 550 cord spool I like better, I really like the mini turd. Smaller, compact, weighs nothing. All right, next, let's look at the Gear Aid Seam Grip Field Repair Kit with an MSRP of $7.50. So here is the, now the same brand as the Tenacious Tape, the Field Repair Kit. I'm assuming it's flammable and poisonous. There we go. So try not to get it on your skin. This does not seem to be waterproof. This is not even a rigid case. It's very soft and squishy plastic, but we take it out. Oh, good. Let's see if I can get it all packed back in the way it comes. So we have little brush. Yeah, that's where I wanted it. Little brush, which is probably for applying the seam sealing goo. I gotta smell it. I know it says it's poisonous. Oh, it's sealed. I'm not gonna open it right now. We have some 2 patches, it looks like. One that's kind of a white vinyl and one that is black, kind of textured, I guess. Oh, and look, this is, instructions are stuck to it. So on how to use the patches. Now I think I also saw you can use it just on like boot stuff. Yeah, you can just use it directly fixing boots and other stuff, so you don't have to use the patches. You can just use the goo to repair stuff. So I'm wondering if it's similar to shoe goo, but yet another repair kit. This is more, I don't know, I feel like this is more of a permanent fix, although this probably needs more time to sit and cure and everything than the Tenacious Tape does. So I feel like one of these, I don't know, this says machine washable though, so this should also be, you know, a permanent solution. But I can speak from experience. You know, you could be in the most miserable situation, and then you add in being cold and wet to that because you have a hole in something, and your misery takes on, oh, goddamn. And then your misery takes on just epic proportions. I like this too. The thing is, I'm liking it. Let me say this. I've never used it. Some of you guys with experience using it might come back and say, hey, it's not all it's cracked up to be. And that's cool. I appreciate when you guys can fill me in on stuff like that. I don't know. Let's move on to the next item on the list, though. Let's look at the Fix and Zip. Sorry, there we go. Fix and Zip, $10.99. So let's see. This is a replacement zipper slider. Okay, zipper repair without tools or sewing. Metal or plastic, teeth or coil. So this is just a, well, it says medium, but it also says fits a range of sizes. So I guess it does fit a range of sizes, but it's just a medium size. I guess they had to pick one. It'd be cool if they gave us one of each. That's got your little size chart there to let you know what it fits. Hopefully this is a resealable package so I can put it back in there and I have all that. later on. So it's an interesting little device. I don't know, this one, and again, you guys feel free to disagree with me. I don't know if I'm feeling this as a what, a $10 item. It you know, it just has one purpose. It fixes a broken zipper, fixes one zipper, and that's it. I don't know if I like this one. I might put it in the meh pile only because it, just everything else we've looked at so far, has a bunch of purposes. You can fix multiple things with it. This is a one-time, it's done. You know, that's it. Screw you. Last item in the basic box is the Gear and Free Sole Aqua Seal Shoe Repair for $7.75. I'm sorry, that is not. That is the second to last. Okay. Shoe repair. So this is shoe goo. That's what this is. This is shoe goo. I'm pretty sure you can get shoe goo for less than this. I mean, you know, again, good to have, but I can get something like this at Walmart real easy for less. So, this is going to go in the map pile. So finally, we've got FiberFix for $5.99. What is FiberFix? FiberFix is 100 times stronger than duct tape. It looks like to me like it's a fiberglass type product, sort of like that casting material that came in Shit Hits the Fan box. That's what I think it is. I think it's a fiberglass roll that you open it up, you get it wet, you wrap it, and you let it dry. So this is very similar to that casting material. It's been in a few Shit Hits the Fan boxes. I mean, you'd have to go back and look at them. Get it wet, you let it dry. As it's wet, it activates the resin in there. It is much stronger than duct tape. It is also rigid, though. It's not soft. Show something like this, just know that you're not getting a soft, movable thing like duct tape might move with a hose. This is going to be a fiberglass, rigid fix to it. Now, that's great. Oops, I can't hold anything today. That's great in the case of a fishing rod or a tent pole or something, but if you have something soft that might need to move, this tape is probably a better solution for you than this. This is still good, and let's see, what is this? 40 inches by 1 inch wide. If you open this bag and you expose it to humidity, the humidity will activate this. So what you'd have to do is have an airtight container to put this in, cut off what you need, put the rest immediately in an airtight bag, and then seal it up. But you can make this thing last for multiple uses. Once it's hardened, you could get it wet all you want. It will not reactivate or anything like that. You know, it's not going to turn soft again or anything like that. This is going in the I like it pile. That's actually really good to have. Unfortunately, like I say, with a lot of things in a survival situation, it depends on having water. It doesn't have to be clean water, it doesn't have to be purified, but you gotta have water. So if that's your only repair solution and you are suddenly in a place where you don't have excess water, that becomes useless. But it's a really good item. I mean, it is really secure. I really like it. That finishes off our basic box, so we're gonna move into the advanced. The advanced is everything in the basic box. It's a decent basic box. 2 mana items, but those 3 like it items, those 4 like it items are pretty good. Moving to the advanced box, that'll cost you $49.99 with a $92.79 MSRP value. And we are now looking for the Vigilant Trails Survival Sewing Kit. $17.35 for a sewing kit. This better blow my socks off. Blow my socks off? I'm trying to refrain from making a dirty joke there. Knock my socks off, I guess is the correct terminology I'm looking for, but a sewing kit for almost $18, I don't know. If they're charging us $18 because it comes in a tin, I'm going to get a little upset. Needles are sharp, use caution, okay, thanks. Good tip, needles are sharp, guys. So, we've got 3 bobbins of thread. I know I just said, you know, here's what it is, but I'm going to take it out. Got a thimble, I'm going to stab myself in the fingers anyway. Selection of buttons. Probably add some military ones to that. Little folding scissors, bigger than the scissors that came in any military issued sewing kit or one that I bought at the BX at all. How well do they cut? Pretty well. Nice. Because some of these little folding scissors just don't cut for shit. Okay. Put these back in their bag so they stay nice and protected. You guys have met my friend Chris on this video once or twice. He's participated in some videos. He was a SEER, Survival, Evasion, Resistance, and Escape. That is the most one of the most miserable physical schools an Air Force member can go through. He was an instructor for that. It's something that a lot of us folks have gone through, and learning how to sew in the field is a big deal there. 2 zip ties, interesting. I can think of a lot of uses though. I mean, it's not a bad interesting. It's good interesting. Adhesive patch. Selection of safety pins. Lots of different. Oh wow, really big. Like some for leather, some for basic fabric and nylon and all sorts of stuff. Look at the needles. And then one of these heavy-duty leather sewing kits, which is really cool. One thing it doesn't come with is some instructions. Now, something like this, I would like to see instructions with, because truth is, I only know how to use one of these devices. Now, what I was just saying in SEER school is you have to do a lot of projects sewing leather, sewing nylon straps, the kind of stuff that you might have if you were making survival gear out of what you had. It's starting to rain. Out of what you had, you know, kind of behind the lines, if you got isolated and separated or ejected or something like that. And you don't have any of this stuff, so you just have needles and various materials. I'm not an expert on using this kind of stuff. But this is a pretty involved sewing kit, actually, so maybe the $17 price tag is justified for everything that comes in this thing. I'm going to transition inside only because I don't want the camera to get wet as it starts raining again, so give me a minute, and I'll see you again. Alright guys, I'm reset up inside. I've got our like it pile, I've got our map pile. We are moving on to the Stronghold Haywire clamper, made in the USA. You know, they shouldn't have to specify made in the USA. They should have to specify when stuff is not made in the USA, but that's a whole nother issue. So $24.95. Let's take a look. So, I don't know, I see this stuff and I see tripwires personally, but interesting. The one tool your toolbox should never be without. This is an interesting device. Now, of course, I should probably just look at the instructions to figure out what this is, but I don't know. This is a thing. Business card for the clamper. And here are, thank you, instructions. All right. Coupon code for getting more stuff. We'll just put that over there. So this actually, you know, once you look at the design, you look at the instructions, this is very simple. So you make your initial wrap there. You put the ends of the wire in these holes, and you basically use this tool to tighten that wire and twist it around. And very simple design, but it looks like a very effective device there. And you just tighten it, you know, all around whatever it is. And I guess here is an example of a completed, you know, twist. I love the examples that they give you here to show you what you can do, and sort of they go so far in the instructions as to tell you wires, you know, not to use over here. Well, I just saw it somewhere. There it is. Wire to use, wire not to use, comes with 20 feet of wire. This is interesting. So I'm going to put it in the like it pile because I think it's a novel idea, and I think I can, you know, lots of uses. They're showing you kind of survival stuff here, but I'm thinking car repair. I'm thinking, you know, if you got a leaky hose on a washing machine, gardening. I can think of so many uses for this. This, again, embodies the idea of what I like about an item that you can use to repair a lot of things over and over and over. I don't know if you can make one of these things yourself, you know, to save the money. The price is the only thing, and then, you know, you're going to have to keep supplying more wire. Wire's not that expensive, but the only thing that I'm thinking about is the price, but I think it's a great idea. I like that. So that's it. In the advanced box, only 2 things. I see there's a cold steel knife in the Pro box. That's cool, because sometimes you only get a knife in the Pro Plus, but now you get a knife in the Pro and the Pro Plus. So let's move on to the Pro box, which is going to cost you $99.99. Everything in the basic, in the advanced. MSRP value of the Pro box is $161.69, and we're going to look at the Exotac RipSpool, made in the USA, for $34.95. Now, I just looked at another Exotac product I got from Massdrop, the Exotac NanoSpark. I like Exotac stuff based on that one item. Hopefully, I'll like Exotac stuff based on 2 items now. A little teeny tiny ring. Let's see how fast I can lose that. So once again, this seems to be a nice anodized aluminum product. So the RipSpool Field Repair Kit, wow, it's very lightweight. It comes with, I don't know if you can read that there, 60 feet of 30-pound test braided twine, 50 feet of heavy-duty repair tape. Fire cord lanyard is attached, and a number 16 sail needle. So you got fire cord up here. Looks like you got a needle internal. Here's your sail needle. So this is your repair tape, which is pretty cool. I want to say it's pretty much duct tape. But you've got your heavy-duty twine, which is encoded in plastic. I'm not going to take the plastic off right now. Now, there's room, by the way, if you look. And what I'll do is not show you the chamber there, but inside here, there's room in there for you to put another needle or 2. So you have other sizes available if you want. It's duct tape. So you got a little bit of duct tape, you got a little bit of repair cord. Exotac makes some really good aluminum products. Lightweight. They give you the fire cord, in the lanyard, so you have some fire starting stuff. This is another, I like it. It just gives you options. Nice lightweight thing. What this exactly is for, I am not sure. Why is this $34.95? Well, because they can make it that much, I guess, and because it's, custom made, anodized aluminum, it's going to be expensive. So it is a little bit expensive, that is true. There's price to it, and fire cord is not cheap, and I like it, even though I think it's a bit pricey. I like the item. It's definitely something that I would carry in a pack, or keep with me. I would carry this like EDC wise. It's a little bit bulky, but if I'm like cargo pants or something, this is something that you can just carry around with you, and it gives you lots of different options for lots of different repair stuff. So this is going to me, I like it. All right, now let's look at this. The Cold Steel Pocket Bushman. 4116 German steel for $33.95. So let's see. I've been warming up to cold steel a little bit lately. Here's great. I don't have to put any text in. Everything I would put in is right there. Minus a, price comparison for what they say it costs. Now, their MSRP is $33.95 on the card. I'll tell you right now, I'm not a fan of that clip. That is a tiny clip. It is set so far down. But, we'll look at the rest of the knife. Don't want to scratch one knife up or, mess up the blade on another. This is a very interesting and simple knife design. The handle right now, from the outset, leaves a bit to be desired. Not very comfortable down there on the bottom. That bites right into your hand. Now, they might have been going for just a simple design, and I get that. Made in Taiwan. I like the size of the handle. I like the shape of the handle. I don't like the construction of the handle. So it says this is all stainless steel. It doesn't say what type of stainless steel. I like the blade. Let's see, got some oil on the blade. But nice stonewash finish. I love that it's not serrated. Nice, big, straight edge. Great blade shape. So, out in the field, good blade. Just not a fan of this handle at all. And again, tiny little clip. Very tough clip, too. Gonna have to break that clip in a little bit. Why it's set so far down on the knife? Well, I guess looking at this whole lock system, it's because you got all sorts of stuff going on back there. But, man, even if they put a deep carry clip here, this far down, it would still let you get more of that knife in a pocket or something. Really interesting little spring lock system there. So you got to pull that back and close. Not really a one-handed knife at all. One-handed opening, and it's tough, but secure lock, but you're not going to one-handed close this thing, which I guess, for the purpose of this knife, it's not meant to be. This right here This is a knife that is begging to be taken to the shop and Cerakoted. This would be a perfect candidate for Cerakote. Just all steel. This is absolutely a perfect Cerakote worthy knife. And once I figure out exactly how this spring system works, I think we're going to do this knife, because this is a great canvas to show you how Cerakote can really protect a knife in the long term. I think a knife that's intended to be out in the field and is just all bare metal, you know, you'd want it protected. So I'm actually, you know, like I said, I've been warming up to cold steel. I'm putting this knife in the man pile right now for a few different reasons. It's not one-handed opening, which I hate. Well, it's one-handed opening. I'm sorry. It's not one-handed closing. It's not fully one-handed operational. I guess you could pull on that lanyard to make it a little easier, but still, it's not. The handle is just. Come on. I was hoping maybe it would flip open, but no. The handle is just not that comfortable. It's really not. However, we're still going to test the blade out and everything. All right, let's see. Well, at least it is really sharp right out of the package. And the weight is good, too. There's features that I'm not understanding on this thing. See, the blade is great. The blade comes finished really nicely. I think a lot of the meh, to me, is on the handle and the lock mechanism. Not so much the blade. Now that is it for the Pro. We are moving into the final item, the knife of the month, which is what makes the Pro Plus the Pro Plus. The Black Scout Survival Feather Stick, D2 steel. It's got an MSRP of $129.99. Now, this was supposed to be the knife of the month last month, but there was a shipping problem getting these things out. Thank you guys for putting that on there right now. Still missing the weight and the, can I find it a little cheaper anywhere else? But we ended up with that, what I thought was a kind of crappy SOG multi-tool instead. So now we got this knife with this box instead, but let's take a look at what we've got. I like the packaging though. The packaging is pretty cool. Foam block is nice. All right. So right away, Kydex with, what is the coating on this thing? I don't know. Kydex with the Tech Lock. So set up right now for vertical carry. Now you'd be able to change this to horizontal or whatever you want. It looks like gray and green G10, or is it blue and green G10? I'm not sure on the lighting in here. I don't know what kind of coating this is on the metal though. I think it's like a powder coating. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is definitely a powder coated blade. And that is it's a pretty tiny blade. I'm gonna be honest, this is a I'm not feeling this knife. Yeah, just the blade shape, the handle, tiny handle. Doesn't, I don't know, for a knife of the month? I know, I'm sorry, sometimes I'm speechless. It just, let's see, let's do this. I feel like the SOG actually cut better than this thing did. You see the cutting the paper, but there's a feel that you can't describe in the video. You can't see the feel of the cut. Yeah, there's just, the SOG actually, I'm sorry, the cold steel. The cold steel actually cut better right out of the package than this thing did. I don't like the coating. I don't like the texture on it. I don't like the color. It doesn't feel comfortable in my hand. I would never pay $125 for this. I don't know much about the Black Scout company, but I am learning a lot about coatings now. And I can tell you that there's just inconsistency in the thickness of the coating between, you can see that it just, I don't know if it's going to come out on camera. There's there's inconsistency in the thickness of the coating between the pommel end and the blade end, and You know, this is just, I just don't see this as a, even for the box it was intended for, the hiking box, like, it's just not, like, I don't know why they would pick this as the knife of the month unless they just got a really good deal on a bunch of them. I am rarely let down and disappointed by the knife of the month, but this is a disappointing little knife of the month to me. It just, the weighting of it doesn't even feel that good, you know? I don't know what it is, guys. I can't describe it. I don't like this knife of the month. I don't. It doesn't feel good to hold. It feels a little awkward to use. So here we go. Don't like it pile. The only item in the don't like it pile is the knife of the month. Can you believe that? It's crazy talk, but that's what it is. Anyway, what else is in this box? We've got a Battlbox 20% off code at atwoodrope.com. What a horrible way to end a Battlbox. Again, I love the theme this month. I think it's a great theme. I think it's something that has a lot of potential. I think they picked out some really good items, but then, you know, some that are like, get shoe glue at Walmart, which, you know, proved to me that this is better than something I can get for like $3.99, or the you know, one-use zipper thing. Knife that needs some improvement, but still, you know, now that I've seen the knife of the month, I'd much rather carry that thing. But then the stuff in the like it pile I really liked. I really did. So what are your thoughts on this stuff, guys? Am I being too harsh on this knife? What do you guys think? Is this what you would carry? Would you enjoy this? Is this like your kind of knife? I don't know. I don't see this as the knife of the month. But anyway, love to hear from you in the comments. As always, you guys are awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll be back again real soon.